False.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much.
Okay, it's time for a segment I invented called True or False with Sona Movsesian. You ready to go, Sona?
Not really.
You don't like these, do you?
I hate these.
They're good because they explore the truth of our dynamic. This one is from today.
Oh.
Here we go. You know that I am a hard worker. I was up pretty late last night doing a live show downtown. Didn't get a ton of sleep. Tried to sleep in a little bit this morning, worked out, and then I'm rushing to work so that I can get here in time to record the podcast. And I don't want to be late. I'm a professional. And I have our text exchanged as I'm racing to get here. Hold on. Don't say anything. This is the exact exchange right from my phone. I took a screenshot. I said, and I was hoping that you would set this up. I'd like to conference Matt G and Adam on the way in. You wrote back, okay, I'm making a bagel in the kitchen. True or false? I think we know it's true because I just read it. Okay.
It's true.
And
Obviously, it's true.
Okay.
You screenshot it. You have the evidence. It's
Yes.
true. I can't even lie. And also, I wouldn't
How does
lie.
what you say follow what I said? How does that follow in any way? I said we got to set up this conference call with these two guys for the podcast that's happening in 20 minutes, and you said, "Okay, I'm making a bagel in the kitchen." We have a little kitchen here at the show.
Here's what I remember sending that text. Here's where I was at. You sent me that text, and I was mid-spread on my bagel.
Right.
I was like, do I abort this mission right now and go back and set up this conference call? Or do I finish this, take care of my bagel, and then take that with me and then do this conference call? And I made the executive decision that
I love how it's an
it
executive decision.
that it would have taken 2 minutes, but I didn't want you to think that I was ignoring you. What I should have done was make my bagel quietly, do it, go back to my desk and just been like, sure, fire away.
Yes. I think it's fair to say that you're too honest with me sometimes.
That's fair to say.
I think it's fair to say that I'll say to you, yeah, things are tight. I've been working real hard. The margins are thin. I'm on the run. I got to get there. Help me with this thing. And you'll say, I'm making a bagel. And it almost sounds like...
I hate this so much.
a craftier person. Here's what and this is a compliment, which is all disguised as a slam. You are without guile. You are not deceptive. You don't lie.
No,
You are one of the most honest people I've ever met, to a fault.
Here's what I hate about this segment is I sent that to you and you didn't respond, which is never...
you know why?
It's never good.
You know why? Because I knew I had the goods.
You are now just shitting on me for the podcast.
It ended in a compliment.
It did. But you're reserving
honest.
it now instead of I am. I take responsibility every time I do something wrong. I think there's nothing wrong with letting you know your text has been received. Here's my status.
My status. I am at bagel preparation status.
I am in bagel prep stage of my day. And when that has been completed, we will address the concerns. Here's my question. Are you upset because I didn't drop everything I was doing?
You don't get it. I'm not upset at all.
You
know
that's
that.
the worst.
But I'm not upset. I wasn't upset. I wasn't upset for a second when you sent that. I got that. I looked at what I said. We got to set this thing up. Time is tight. And you wrote back, I'm making a bagel. And I thought, this is great. I have this for the podcast. This is amazing.
Yeah.
But I knew I had you. And I
Yeah.
knew that I was going to be able to use this, for the amusement of others.
Oh, good.
You
I'm
brought
glad.
joy to a lot of people right now. At least, I don't know how podcasts work, but I'm guessing in the hundreds of millions.
Wow.
These are worldwide, I think, and this is going to go huge.
I think you enjoy your staff's ineptitude more than anybody else.
I root against my staff.
You really do.
Yes, because when my staff fails, I love making fun of them more than I like things going well at the show.
Yes.
I would rather any project we're working on, whether it's the TV show or the podcast or anything, I would rather have it not be as good, but I catch staff members making a mistake and I get to have fun with it.
Yeah.
That is my insanity. I love it. I actively root against everyone who works for me.
As your new producer, do you know how nervous this makes me?
Oh, I can't believe they didn't warn you about me.
No, not really, but I got it pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, it's look, this morning we were talking on the phone and you were pitching out some ideas, and if there was one I didn't really love,
You hung up.
I didn't hang up, but can't you tell I'm joyous?
Yes.
I have a lot of energy when I hear something I don't like, and I love to go on a long, I would say not a cruel, but a long riff.
You're pure Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
You are.
Schadenfreude is my favorite German sausage. It's rooting for but this crazy thing is that I do it with everyone here is working to help me. And I really do love the people I work with. I'm being as honest as I can be.
Oh, thank you.
I love the people I work with. I don't know you well enough. That was a blanket statement. I love Sona, Blaze in the room. There's Will. I don't know some of these other guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who you creeping around. Who are you?
That's John.
No, John's only been with me for like 8 years. You got to be in like 15 years before you're in the club. But the point is, I really do love the people I work with. I think I'm a good boss in a lot of ways. But the insane thing about me is the joy I take in things going wrong.
Yeah.
And even if it hurts the overall endeavor, I don't understand. Someone help me.
I don't either.
How many times a day would you say, in the time that you've known me, I've said out loud to a room full of people, someone please take me to the hospital?
Oh, I think you say it every 20 minutes.
Yeah, someone please take me to the hospital. And
Very often.
And because you're all making a living off of my sickness.
Well,
how dare you?
Kind of.
Well, the pay will. Listen, this thing's going to explode.
All right.
And when it does, you are going to be dressed like a pimp. Right now you're in your your Los Feliz, cool, hip.
I don't live in Los Feliz.
I don't want to know where you live. You're wearing that shirt that's like, maybe I'm a prospector, but maybe also I work for a podcast.
Can I mention that you have a fob of, I think, who is that?
It's not a fob. This is, I love this. This is I was in Mexico City. We shot a show there, and I wanted to go see the home where Trotsky got an ice pick through the head.
Trotsky, yeah.
So I got this when I was there. There's a gift shop.
You have a pendant brooch of Trotsky hanging off your pocket right
because
now.
I was there. I earned it. It's not something I ordered like you on eBay to try and get points when I'm getting my mocha chai chapo. This I got because I'm the only late night host, maybe the only entertainer in America who's ever gone to the home where Trotsky was murdered. And not only that, I then went to the gift shop and bought this little pendant that has a picture of Trotsky. And one of my favorite thing is that I've had more than one person walk up and point to it and go, "Oh, I love Borat too." They think it's a Borat pin.
I thought it was a bit from like a prop from a segment on your show where you played your own ancestor or something.
No. That's Trotsky. Oh. Trotsky, for those of you listening who don't know, will quickly become a history podcast. Trotsky was one of the founders of the revolution, the Russian Revolution, with Lenin and people like Stalin. And then, of course, when Stalin took power, Trotsky was out. So Trotsky had to run away, and he ran away, and he ran all the way to Mexico City, and he thought he was safe. But Stalin doesn't give up on a grudge.
No.
So he sent a guy with an ice pick.
It's very Russian.
Yeah, very Russian. Your husband is part Russian.
No, he's Armenian. He grew up in the Soviet Union.
Right.
So he speaks Russian.
Yeah, but he also has a certain Russian sensibility because he grew up in the Russian Soviet system.
That's true.
That's all I meant by that.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Here's the interesting thing. You like going places where people died.
Yes.
I've realized.
Love it.
When you travel, you're like, that's where so-and-so, was bashed in the head with a baseball bat. Let's go to that house.
I go to those places the way other people go to Disneyland.
I know.
Wait, is that a real place? Like you went to the Hogan's Heroes guy's house?
I haven't been to his house. It wasn't a house,
Bob
by the
Crane.
way. First of all, let's get our facts straight.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
His apartment?
It was Bob Crane, who played Hogan on Hogan's Heroes at the time, was doing regional theater.
Right.
And he was staying in sort of the equivalent of kind of a hotel, but kind of a weekly apartment sort of place.
I apologize.
Yeah, that's all right. And he was bludgeoned in his room. most likely, and I'm risking a lawsuit here by his best friend at the time, who escaped prosecution. Let's not talk about that anymore. I haven't been there. I haven't made the pilgrimage to go to Arizona and see that hotel. That's on my list, though. It's my bucket list. I'll get there. I want to make that a family pilgrimage.
Oh my
I
God.
want the whole family to go.
I don't know if you want to talk about this. When I first started working for you, I remember I had to drive you home, and we drove by the house where Sharon Tate was murdered.
Yeah, we actually, and you can't drive past that house. You got to drive all the way up.
Yeah.
That's Los Feliz, right?
No.
No. Well,
No.
You know, are you just here to throw out misinformation?
I might be. Oh, wait.
So
the
that's your
Manson
job?
house?
That's your job?
I think you're thinking of the murder house.
The murder house. That's what I'm
No,
thinking. The
this
Polanski
is
place.
on
Polanski
F of
place is-
Benedict Canyon.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually at the top of, I think it's El Cielo.
It is Il Cielo.
Sorry, that's
apologize.
just the kind of thing I had
You
in my
said
head.
El Cielo. It's Il Cielo. That's all right.
Oh, how's that bagel? Pretty.
I just love correcting you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you showed me. I said El instead of ill. You made a bagel while Rome burned.
You just needed to go on a conference call.
All right, we're going to get some stuff straight
This is
here.
stupid.
Gorley?
Yeah.
Gorley, you've got to get it together.
I
If you're going
apologize.
to interject things
Yeah.
like the house where Bob Crane was killed, which is incorrect, or if you're going to interject that, the Sharon Tate Polanski house, that's in Los Feliz, incorrect. I mean, that's going to be a stick in the spoke of the wheel that is the bicycle that is this podcast.
Right. The other murders were in Los Feliz.
Yeah,
But
that's-
not Sharon Tate.
okay.
Yeah, but
so-
you're thinking
You're right.
about La Bianca.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate the fact checking. I do. I think
And
it's important.
I didn't want to have a harsh tone. I'm tough on you because I see great potential.
Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate that.
I really do think that one day, I think you're going to go on to great things. And that's why Burgess Meredith was tough.
Yeah.
The coat, the what's his name?
Mickey?
Thank you. See? Mickey.
Yeah.
The trainer was tough on Rocky.
I got that right.
Yeah.
Are
yeah.
you Mickey?
No.
Oh,
He's Mickey.
He's Mickey.
Wait,
I'm Stallone.
What?
Wait,
no,
what?
you're not. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What are you talking about?
You're tough on him. You're
Yeah.
Mickey. He's Stallone. He's
Right.
Rocky.
Oh, no, this is a bad analogy then. He can't be Rocky.
No.
Why? You just want to be Rocky?
Did you just
Of
say
course.
allergy?
Allergy?
This is a bad allergy?
Did I say allergy?
I think you did. I think you said
Do you know what I've
allergy.
said lately? I've said lately, I'm worried that I have something wrong with my brain because I'm very good at saying the right word, and lately the right word isn't coming out. This podcast may turn out to be a chronicle of my decline.
Well, it seems like we're all in some way each other's Mickey and Stallone and Miyagi and Daniel, and it's going to be interesting to see where this goes.
I refuse to accept that.
Really?
Yes, I will not be Mickey to your Stallone. I am Stallone.
You think I'm like training and mentoring you? I mean, I'll take it, but it seems
I
the
don't
other
know
way
where
around.
that puts you. I don't care.
I'm
I
that.
don't-
I'm his drunk buddy.
Oh, you know who you are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's
you're,
that guy?
You're Burt Young.
Burt Young,
You're
yes.
actor Burt Young. You're Talia Shire's brother.
That's right. Yeah.
You're an alcoholic.
That feels right.
And a bully, and you work in a meatpacking plant.
Yeah, that feels
and
spot on.
And I am Stallone, sculpted Adonis, one of the biggest stars of the 70s, 80s, 90s. And then I don't know what he's doing now.
Do you need to go to a hospital?
I would like to go to a hospital right
Let's
now.
go.
I want a good television, a good flat screen, and I want pudding. And I want to stay there for 2 weeks. And I want it to be a good bed.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's take you to the hospital.
Let's go.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend